cubes from Bovril. Have you tried them yet? Well, these ladies have.
And there's no lumps at all. Very, very quick and very easy, which is important when you've got a young family.
But I think the Bovril cube is much better and has a nice, more beefier taste than the one I used before.
And my husband noticed the difference straight away.
I think they complement the meat rather than alter the flavour.
These ladies prefer cubes from Bovril. Why don't you try them?
Imagine a machine that plugs into your television and records programs from the aerial onto a 2.5-hour cassette. A machine that records one channel while you're watching another, and even switches itself on to record a program while you're out, so that you can watch it later by playing back the cassette. You're thinking along the same lines as Philips. The new N1700 television recorder is at your VCR dealer now.
Philips, simply years ahead.
This is the world's most sophisticated beer tasting machine. My dad. He doesn't want fancy names or posh glasses. All he's interested in is the beer. That's why he insists on drinking John Smith's Yorkshire Bitter. Always has. And his dad before him. Well, now you can get John Smith's down south.
Yeah, young devil, I've told you before about drinking beer, haven't I?
John Smith's Yorkshire Bitter. You don't have to dress up a great pint.
Congratulations.
Hello, this is my new album, Ling Along and Max, featuring musical memories from our TV series. Here's one you'll remember from 1945. I was 7. Ooh, look out, fasten your seatbelt. What about this million seller? I think I'll take the bus. Great, eh? 50 years of music and a song sheet, too.
Ling Along a Max from Ronco at your record store now.
Introducing new Findus double-deckers. First, beef double-deckers. Downstairs, savory chopped beef with onions. Upstairs, fluffy mashed potato. Next, fish double-deckers. Inside, firm white fish. On top again, fluffy mashed potato. Both fried in a crisp golden batter, so you can't stop them going. With new Findus double-deckers, we hand you success on a plate.
Tackle that tickle with hacks. Who is a clever boy, then?
Buongiorno, signore. They have a very nice everything. I have a mushroom pizza, please, and be generous with the topping. Coming right up.
Harry, the game's up. Table 14, I swear it's from the gourmet guide.
Oh, what's he ordered?
Ham and mushroom pizza. This hardly fits the bill. If only we had one of them new bird's eye pizzas. That's handy, Harry. Stick it in the oven.
One pizza, signore, special for you, eh? A light dough pie thick with tomato cheese, ham and mushroom, sweet corn, and the courgette. Delicious. You should try a tomato cheese and onion pizza, or a special vegetable.
Thick new pizzas from Bird's Eye. Watch out for them.
A few years ago here in Sydney, Australia, an extraordinary rumour started. It grew to such proportions that the government itself became involved. And it all began over something as simple as a margarine. Housewives were buying it by the caseful, and the brand became so successful that the Minister of Agriculture would ask questions here in Parliament about the product. But the rumour was that it wasn't margarine at all. People thought its taste was that good. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens now that the counterpart of this Australian margarine is made and on sale in the UK.
New Kroner margarine.
I'll take these two. Can I help you?
Just looking.
The Avenger GLS is successful, reliable, powerful, with no running costs. Look at the features. Vinyl roof, tinted glass, and now, new velour seat trim, head restraints, and extra warning lights. Not to mention electronic ignition for instant starting when it's cold or wet.
We bought the gold-coloured one.
How often do you start out feeling full of get up and go, and then after you've been working hard, you start to slow down? That's the time to sit down and have a glass of Lucozade. Lucozade is not just refreshing, it provides glucose energy in a most natural form the body can use. So before you get up and get going again, have some Lucozade.
Lucozade refreshes you through the ups and downs of the day.
Get into orbit, 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 sugar-free gum for the coolest taste a chewing gum ever had, and it's kind to your teeth, and that ain't bad. Get into orbit, orbit, sugar-free gum, cool tasting orbit, sugar-free gum, cool tasting.
If you want to know just how good a bottle of Guinness is at lunchtime, ask a ploughman. Natural oats and malt with lashings of good hot milk. That's what makes Ready Brek central eating for kids.
Cleanliness matters to me and my family as much as ever, and value for money matters too. That's why I buy Square Deal Surf. It gives me the cleanness I want. At a Square Deal price, always.
Take a new look at Surf.
I'm Freddie. I own Laker Airways, and I'm dedicated to low-cost air travel. In 1976, over 1 million passengers flew Laker, so if you're planning a visit across the Atlantic, believe me, we know what we're talking about. With Laker, you can fly round trip to the USA or Canada in one of our wide-body DC-10s for less than half the price of a normal economy ticket, and you don't have to join a club. Just book one in advance and plan to stay for at least 2 weeks. But don't call me. See your travel agent for full details. Look, I've got to give you a better deal. I've got my name on every plane.
When Billy Bremner's wife cooks roast beef, she makes the most of the good meat juices in the roasting pan. With Bisto, Bisto browns, seasons, and thickens. Turns goodness into gravy rich with the flavor of your meat. So when you pour Bisto onto your food, you're pouring on perfect gravy. Gravy with all the flavor of your own cooking, the best of your own good joint. For Vicky Bremner, like every good cook, where there's meat, there's Bisto.
Got an electric organ for some musical guys. Got a Polaroid that develops right before your very eyes. Got some saucers and some boxes from my cousin BC Knights. And a Matchbox power track with real headlights. Got a Busby watch for a Busby fan. Got a Streamline Music Centre by a man called Ferguson. Got some Pickwick records for a musical jolly. And some Chevron cassettes for very little nolly. Something for everybody. The choice you want, at the prices you want to pay. That's the value of your Woolworths store.
From now till Christmas Day.